The Northern Territory Government and the Gunjami Aboriginal Corporation has unveiled the Mirror People's vision for the future of the township of Jabiru. Reinvigorating Kakadu National Park is critical to Jabiru's future, with ERA mining operations due to cease in a few years' time.
One of the first acts of our government was to write to the Northern Land Council and write to the Australian government and let them know that the Territory government was coming back to the table, back to the negotiations about the future of Jabiru. Jabiru is a Territory town. These are Territorians, and the Territory government stands with them. And we say very confidently that Jabiru actually has a bright future. That's why we've taken on responsibility for provision of power and water to create that confidence and that certainty. And it's why we're providing a 5-year service guarantee around health and education.
The $446 million plan for the future of Jabiru combines the Australian Federal Government, the Northern Territory Government, the Northern Land Council and the traditional owners, the Mirror people, all working together.
For us traditional owners, we are really very happy that Ghana and the government are really helping us for the plan of future for Jabiru, and it's really good for our next generation to learn about knowledge and respect and culture and learn more about education.
We wanted to thank the Chief Minister for his commitment to the town today and for working with the traditional owners on this vision. This is something that your department of the Chief Minister has led in terms of the planning, as well as an early investment from the Commonwealth Government's Indigenous Advancement Strategy. I think it's an example of where communities can work with government and provide certainty of tenure for business.
There is a bright future for Kakadu when it comes to jobs, and there's an obvious industry that we can turn to, and that is tourism. We know that Kakadu is a world-class national park. We know that here at Kakadu is the evidence of the oldest living culture in the world, and that you can still hear those ancient languages here today. What Kakadu is very, very special.
Remember, this is the jewel in Australia's World Heritage Crown. 130,000 people every month across the world type Kakadu into their browser. It is a Commonwealth Reserve. It's dual World Heritage listed. It's our biggest national park. It's also the host to Australia's oldest human occupation site.
Given that the world is in need of food, there's a whole range of things that could happen in this region, West Arnhem region, aquaculture, land use agreements for producing crops, cattle, buffalo, whatever. So there's a whole lot of opportunities where Jabiru could become the hub of. So there's still a long way to go, but it needs to have some good discussion, and it needs strong commitment from governments.
We do have a 5-year commitment for service level agreement, which we will be working towards. There's already an astounding amount of work that's being done in the background. So today is really about reassuring our Jabiru and Kakadu residents that, yes, there is a future for the town, that we are committed as the Northern Territory Labor Government to Jabiru and the residents in Jabiru, and of course Kakadu National Park.
We've had a very positive reaction to all our conversations around Jabiru and Kakadu. I think it's worth noting that everybody is at the table and everybody's constructive. Northern Land Council, Australian Government, bodies like Parks Australia, ERA, local council, Territory government, Good Jate Me, other traditional owners. So it's been really positive. The conversations in Canberra, we are working towards a number of things that we want from the Australian government. I was talking to Minister Frydenberg the other day, for example. There's some liabilities here that the Australian government has that they're working towards. All the conversations have been extremely positive, and I'm sure in time the Commonwealth will be making their own announcements in and around Jabiru and Kakadu.
A pop-up shop will be established in Jabiru in the coming months and will be the central point for public consultation on the future of Jabiru.
Kama at pere gunred ma bobo.